Hello everybody, it's Laura here. Thank you for joining in as always. I appreciate you watching my videos. We are doing a whole palette 12 by 12 of modified blooms tonight. I have in mind a lilac bush that I kind of want to try to create. So let us get started. This is Amsterdam Deep Olive paint. We're going to do 4 leaves in the corners, and then we're going to do the lilac in between those, and with one in the center. So we will probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blooms on here. And then we will bring them all together. This is going to be a long video. Just warning you now. My paint is just a little bit thick, so I had to thin it out. And that may be the case with quite a few of my colors tonight. As you paint, you will get to know the minute you put your popsicle stick into your paint, you will know if it's too thick, too thin, or what. This is still a little bit thick. I'm sorry. Gotta fix it or it won't work. So I'm just going to, there we go. So this is Deep Olive. We're going for the 4 leaves in the corners first. So I don't want to be right on the corner because it'll slide right off. So like about so. Would you look at that? I hate when that happens. So we'll blow these out first. So then let's spin it over here. I'm trying to kind of stay in the same general area here. And one right about here. Yeah, you don't want them to be too close to the corner, or it is just going to slide right off, and you don't want that. So that was the Amsterdam Deep Olive. This is, this next one is this little Piggy Emerald. So it is going to take us a while to lay down our paints because we're doing so many blooms. And we'll see how this works out. Okay. But I've kind of cut down on my colors. I have 5 colors in each in the leaves and 5 colors in what are going to be the lilac flowers. This is Splendor in the Grass by Primary Elements. It's a bright contrasting green. So what I have seen a lot of questions about here lately is why people's colors don't pop. And the way you get your colors to pop is to use contrast. So you'll see I have dark green here, but now I also have light green. If you just put down a bunch of light greens, they're going to kind of all blend together and not pop. But if you put a dark next to a light, or just in with a light, it's going to be like, wow, it's going to make the whole thing pop. So you kind of really want to concentrate on using contrast. Like when you're starting out, it's a good idea to just stick with one color scheme. So like you might want to do a very dark blue, a medium blue, and a light blue. This is a little too thick. Hold on. And that's going to give you the best chance of success right off the bat. And you want to start with a success if you can, because it makes you feel good about it. You know that you know what you're doing. Don't go overboard too soon in your painting adventures. But yeah, like dark, medium, and light blue, say. Make that your first painting, and stick to just 3 colors and don't go whole hog wild right at once. And that is how you will get your paintings to pop. Dark colors, they're just going to show up much, much more on a white background. They're going to be vivid and vibrant. And this last one is key lime. This one I like as my favorite green because it just screams popping. It just shows up, it stands out, and it's really pretty. Then you need to look at your color wheel and see what colors go with each other. For instance, you don't want to mix a blue and an orange. It's never going to go well. And where's my cell activator? You're not going to like it. It's not going to go well. If you do want to use blue and orange in the same painting, put a white in between them, and that will go better. Okay, let me pop these bubbles, and then we will blow these out. And if you don't put a white between them, what you're going to get is mud, and you don't want mud. Mud is not a happy thing. You'll have brown all over the place. Okay, let me come over here. We're going to do these one at a time. Oh, wait. All right, I'm using my little blower tonight. Okay, there's number 1. Oh, maybe too much on that one. Straight down. Put my This is number 2. Now when I do that first little puff there, I am up a good 8 inches from the canvas. I am not really close. And here I'm starting over here on the cell activator, over here, blowing across, over here, blowing across, over here, blowing across. Alright, we're going to stop right there. Those are 4 nice blooms. Now, I'm going to get the centers real quick. Get some cells in this black area. Oh, those are beautiful. Okay, we're going to let those work. I want to get rid of that right now. It's gone. Okay, now we're going to work on our florals. So I want to put one in the middle here and blow that out first, and then see where we need the other ones. So this is Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet. Now remember, I am going for, I know this is going to be dark for a lilac. All right, let me find my center right about there. It's a lilac inspired. How about that? It's not going to look exactly like a lilac because those are lighter. But like I said, we need contrast. So we have to have a little bit darker. This is Funk by this little Piggy. This is French Lilac by Primary Elements. This is Wine and Roses by Primary Elements. This is a very deep, dark, purpley, I don't even know what. I don't even know what to call it, but I love it. Okay. This is a purple metallic. One of my favorite colors, actually. Okay, that's our colors. We're going to get this one knocked out. And I want to blow it right up to that green. And I'm actually okay if some of the white comes up through there, because lilacs are, they do have lighter colors in them, so I'm good with it. Look at that. Guys, the bloom gods are like looking down on me tonight or something. I don't know what the heck is going on. I have never, ever done this many blooms in one sitting and had them work. So now this is looking very dark to me. Maybe I want to use less of the darker colors now so I get a different look in these little mini blooms. So what I'm going to do is a little mini bloom here, here, and I'm going to use less of the darker colors so that they don't all look the same as that center flower. I still want some of the dark, but just not as much. Oh, my paints are thick tonight. So I'm going to use more of the lighter color. I have in the description of my video some tips on blowing, and those will always be there on a bloom video. I also have on my swipe videos tips for swiping. Things like how much pillow to use, how much, how far away to be when you're blowing, how to blow. So be sure to check out that description, and I kind of always try to leave that there in every video that I do. Sometimes I don't, because they only allow you 5,000 characters and I'm wordy, and sometimes I have more than that, but usually those tips will be there. There's a lot of good information in the description of my video, so check it out. My recipe is in there. My recipe for the recipe card is like right at the beginning of this video. You can pause the video and take a screenshot of it, and then you can print it out and you can keep it. I keep my recipe card printed out so I don't have to think about it every time I'm mixing paints. I just look at that card and get her done. So be sure to do that. The colors I use are always in that description. And there's just a lot of good stuff there. Okay, almost done. We're getting there. we did get, I want to thank you all. I did get to 250 subscribers over the weekend. So now I'm shooting for 500. So come on, guys, subscribe. I usually post a painting every day. If not every day because something's going on, then I will every other day for sure. So please, subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. All right, let me get my blower ready. Here we go. Let's hope the blowing gods continue to look down on me kindly. If they do, I will be amazed. Because every time I've done multiple blooms like this, one always goes wrong. It just does. Okay. I do want to blow them into each other so that we don't have that white gap between. As you spin, that gap is just going to get bigger. Now we are going to take care of that. We're going to take care of that in a way, and I'll show you how when we go to modify it. Okay, next. I'm up about 8 inches high. I come down until I see that I'm in the center. Oh, this one's going wonky. And then I just try to get some of that cell activator spread out. Then I put my thing on there. And I'm coming over here and blowing cell activator over cell activator. Back here, over, back here, over. Wow. So again, I'm 8 to 10 inches up. I'm coming down until I see where I am, and I kind of blow that out in a circle. Then I come over here and blow cell activator over cell activator and over into the color. Oh guys, I don't know what the heck is going on here, but I shouldn't speak too soon. Okay, again, up high, get myself right in the center of that cell activator. Kind of get it going out in a circle. Then, cell activator over the cell activator. Boy, it's hot down here. I'm in my basement, and it's like, it was like 65 degrees today. Really nice out, and I have been hot all day long. Holy moly. Vanoli. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, guys, I'm excited. I have never had anything turn out this well. One woman said to me, I like how excited you get when things work out. I said, well, I don't know if I said this, but I thought, yeah, it's not that often that everything seems to work. It's worth getting excited about. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. All right. Let's let it rest for a minute. Let the rest of the cell, I have to get a drink of water. Oh, also in the description of my video is the link to my mixing video, as well as the link to my my box setup here. Check those out, but the mixing in particular, I kind of have it all set up on how to easily do that. So, wowza, look at this. Okay, it is time to modify. So, let me, first of all, while this is still kind of finishing up, let me close up my paints so they don't dry out. I hope you can bear with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify with the skewer, and we are going to modify especially in between each object there, so that they don't look separated. They look like they're all sitting on a bush close and tight together. So that's what we're going to do. So I will show you how to do that. Let me find my skewer. And I need a paper towel. So every time you drag something, you want to wipe off the tool that you're using, either a skewer, or I like this little embossing tool. It's my favorite. So what we're going to do, oh wow, we're just going to kind of start doing this and mixing the green and purple together. And what I have found is that the bigger you make these swirls, the bigger they're going to grow to when you spin. If you do a little wisp coming out like this, a little wisp turns into a bigger wisp. So you don't necessarily want to take it all the way off the canvas. You may just want to do little like that, because that's going to grow. You need to keep in mind that everything you do is going to grow. And sometimes big just looks silly. And we're just going to take and blend away that whiteness that's in between them, so that it looks like they are all joined together. Okay, so we need, this is a cute little plates to put a little wisp. See what I mean? Just a little wisp. This might be cute to take down in there. And this is a nice technique to use where, let me find an instance. See right here where everything didn't get blown out and we can see the sharp different colors? That's a good place to use it. Okay. So we just blend that right away. Now we got a lot of white right here. So let's take some of this green and bring it over into there. See how much nicer that's looking already? Because wherever you have white, it's going to grow and become more obvious. All right, I think we have everything. Let's check and make sure. Yes, we have gone between all the flowers. So now what we can do is we can kind of take and bring some inward to make individual petals where they look like they would naturally be. Okay. Told you this video was going to be a long one, but it's an interesting one. And you just have to kind of use your imagination of where it looks like a petal might be. You don't have to do a lot, but if you want to, you can. This is such a nice technique to do because, you know, sometimes you're doing these paintings and they're like done so quickly and you're like disappointed that it went so quickly. So this one kind of lets you be a little more artistic. Oh man, this is beautiful. All right, so I did that one. And I'm leaving that center one alone. So I think I'm done. Now, I just want to get a little bit of paint out here on the edges. Oh, well, that's going to come off anyway. Let's spin first. Let's do that. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way. And let's spin. Now, I don't want to spin too far right off the bat. I want to see what's going to happen. So it's moving. It's doing okay. Okay, I don't want to spin too much more because it's starting to warp, and I'm going to hope and pray that the drying gods are with me, because I have a lot of paint on here. I'm going to hope that it doesn't crack. I'm going to, so what you want to do is keep it in, you don't want it to be in a hot room to dry, because it can dry too quickly, and that's when you get the cracking. So I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit. Get it out to the edge, which we are. And I'm going to give it one more. We have some brown or something in there. I don't know where that came from. I'm going to give it one more gentle spin going the other way. Wow, this is beautiful. So we're kind of keeping ourselves, even though like right here there's a little puddle and it's trying to work its way off, but do you see how everything looks like it's all connected and there's not that massive stark line of white space? I'm going to give it one more little spin. This is beautiful. I'm going to help it over the edge right here. That will continue to drip off. So now I'm just going to take my little, this tool, and smooth out my edges. Because it's not reaching down to the bottom everywhere, but I really don't want to spin anymore. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the same color that there is, like right in that area, and kind of spreading it across. This purple just needs to go a little bit over. Okay, this edge is good. I'm going to take some of this green, just touch it on here, kind of drag it down. I need a little bit more green right here. And I need a little bit of purple right there. I'm going to kind of help drag that over a little bit. Then we're going to spin one more gentle little time. Wowza, it is done. I cannot believe this. The blooming gods were with me tonight. I'm going to take you off of here. I'm going to show you close up Look at that. Look at that sparkle. The cells. The cells on everything. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. So anyway, there you go. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up on it. Please subscribe to my channel. Share the video. Drop any questions or comments you might have down in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them as always. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy painting. I had a great painting night tonight. All right, take care.